special. MVP, I'm going to say. Time for our GMA cover story. UCLA women's basketball coach Cori Close, who led her team to history on Sunday. The Bruins winning their first ever NCAA national championship over fellow top seed South Carolina. Please welcome Coach Close, who got up this morning all the way on the West Coast to be with us. Do you feel the love? Do you feel the love?
Thank you for having me. Let's go.
Let's go. I'm glad we had a chance to chat a little bit in the commercial break, just so I could just sincerely say, wow, congratulations. And tell us your emotions waking up as NCAA champions.
Well, I'm not sure I ever have been able to go to sleep, so I still may be a little numb. But, you know, it's just so humbling. But I just keep thinking, and all these faces keep flooding my mind. It's really about the journey and who I've been able to share things with, the people that have poured into me throughout my whole life. And this is just about paying it forward. So it's hard to describe, but really just humbled and thankful for the people I've been able to share it with.
Well, and some of those that you were able to share it with, your team, I mean, those seniors, I was telling, they were not going to be denied. They were so determined, and 6 of the seniors scored all the points for your team in the Final Four. So just talk about what makes this group so special.
Well, you know, this is going to sound like coach speak, but last summer we really talked about what are going to be the keys. We knew we had a talented roster, but we knew that wasn't going to be enough, that there had to be incredible selflessness and sacrificial selflessness, elite work ethic, and just a relentless competitive spirit. And how they held on to that throughout the year and made sacrifice out of sacrifice. You know, Angela Dugalich, you know, one of our seniors, she's going to be a first-round draft pick in the WNBA. She started every game last year, and she came to me in November and said, Coach, I'll come off the bench. I want to make sure there's no distractions with starting lineups. And that sort of set the tone for the selflessness of the whole year. And like I told you during the commercial break, you know, after our walkthrough yesterday morning, we were talking about how 3 strands that are connected together and woven together cannot easily be broken. And that our team, it was by their connectivity, no matter what the role, everybody's sacrifice was important. And they were just so locked in. I turned to Pam Walker, my director of basketball operations, and said, we got this. We're going to win this thing. And I just knew I could see it in their eyes.
Oh, well, when they came out on the court from the very beginning against a very good team in South Carolina. You talk about their growth, the team's growth. Do you know how your players talked about your growth? You've been there for 15 years. You have 8 seniors on the squad. And they said that you, year after year, improved in your leadership skill. What does that mean to hear that from your players?
That means more than anything, is to have the players and their families believe that their leader held herself to the same standard she holds them to. And one of our core values, and we have 3 core values, is a growth mindset. And if I don't live it, if I'm not willing to have my blind spots, you know, called out, or to ask forgiveness when I screw up, how can I expect them to do it? And so for them to recognize that I want to be in the trenches with them and grow with them, that really is meaningful.
You know, as I listen to you, I'm thinking of Ann Myers Drysdale. I'm thinking of Billy Moore. I'm thinking of John Wooden, the legendary men's coach. And he said something to you, didn't he, that really stayed with you, John Wooden?
There's so many things he said to me. I had the unbelievable privilege to be mentored by him for 15 years. And you know, he really just encouraged me. I would always say, what is it? How would you do this, Coach? What would you think? And he would say, it's not a matter of how I would do it. You're wired uniquely. You need to teach and coach in a way that you're uniquely called to do it. And that really freed me up. And I just think that, and he also really just coached from the inside out all the time. He says, remember, Cori, you're not coaching people's jump shots. You're coaching people's hearts. But then with his big blue eyes, he would say, but if you coach their hearts really well, usually their jump shots end up pretty good too.
And we saw that all season long, just one loss. But congratulations, and you did it your way, just like Coach Wooden said. You did it your way, the whole team. So enjoy this moment, and give your mom another hug, because we love seeing her on the court with you. That was special.
I will give my mom another hug, but Thank you so much for having me, Robin. It's my privilege and honor to be with y'all, and just thank you for all that you have done for women's sports in general. You're a pioneer, you champion women, and I just want you to know that does not go unnoticed or unappreciated, and I've been impacted by that. Thank you.
That's correct. Close. The head coach of women's basketball team for UCLA, and I'm sure that that her team won the first natty in the program history.
Thank you so much, and we're going to begin Pop.